If you want big success, you need to have big desires. Don't be afraid of failure, chase your dreams. You will succeed because that's what you truly want. Looking around, you might notice some people who seem to have all the luck. When they start something, everything falls into place, and the right people show up just when they need help. Opportunities pour in for them, and you can't help but think, wow, that person is fortunate. But is it just luck? Did they achieve their results solely because of good fortune? Or is there something else going on that we can't see? So, continuing from yesterday, I want to share some insights from a book by Japanese entrepreneur Saito Hitori called Lucky Ones Succeed. I'll mix my thoughts with the author's perspective and discuss some ideas with you. When do we feel that strong desire to succeed? It usually hits when we crave financial freedom, day in and day out. Sometimes, when I'm dreading my morning commute and want to quit my job, or when I dream of getting a nicer car or wish I could live in a bigger, more comfortable home, or when I want to give my family a better life, I feel this strong urge to succeed creeping up on me. But honestly, most of the time, this urge comes from tiny things. Like when I hear a friend has hit it big with a new business, or when I'm stressing over how to pay for my kids' classes and cover the monthly expenses. Or even when I'm out to eat with family and have to worry about the prices on the menu. Sometimes, an unexpected credit card bill can hit me hard and make me sigh. These everyday moments can turn into big turning points in our lives. Yet, weirdly enough, that desire to improve is often seen negatively. Why? Because a lot of people associate the word desire with negative connotations. Being ambitious often gets a bad rap, and people sometimes feel embarrassed to show their desires. But I have to ask, is wanting something such a shameful thing? I want a better life and dream of a happier future for myself and my family. What's wrong with that? Nothing at all. Desire is an innate instinct we all have. American philosopher William James once said that our endless yearning for success and achievement defines human nature. Desire isn't just greed, it's an inner drive that pushes us to grow, change, and strive for a better life. Without it, we wouldn't have any reason to improve or be unhappy with our current situation. We'd stay stuck where we are. It's our desires that keep life moving forward. Wanting to live in a bigger, more comfortable home motivates us to work harder and set bigger goals for the comfort and happiness of our family. The desire for financial freedom isn't just for ourselves, it's about providing a stable life for those we love.
I want to gift you a bright future, and that strong motivation can come from jealousy of someone else's success, which can make you reflect on yourself and grow. Desire is a powerful energy that drives our lives. Those who fully harness it can change the world. It's hard to find someone who hasn't heard of the Harry Potter series. The author, J.K. Rowling, gained fame from these books and is now considered one of the most successful writers in the world. However, her life was once filled with deep despair and pain that seemed impossible to escape. Rowling dreamed of being a writer from a young age, but reality was far from her ideals. After her divorce, she had to raise her young daughter alone, relying on government assistance to get by day by day. The word poverty was her everyday life. Living in a cold, poorly maintained home, she would go to a cafe, buy a cup of coffee, and type away on her typewriter to write. That's how it all began. The text was the start of the Harry Potter series. Her desire was precise and intense. She wanted to save me and my daughter from poverty. She was filled with a desperation to escape her painful reality. She said, "When you hit rock bottom, you realize there's nothing left to lose, so there's no reason to shy away from challenges." After years of struggle, she finally sent her completed Harry Potter manuscript to publishers. What happened next? Major publishing houses, as well as smaller ones, all rejected her manuscript 12 times. The reasons? It was too unique, too hard for kids to understand, and magic stories weren't marketable. Her manuscript, which she had poured all her passion into, seemed to be pushed out of the world's interest. 12 rejections were enough to crush anyone's spirit, but Rowling never gave up. After knocking on doors endlessly, she was accepted by a small publisher, Bloomsbury. But even that wasn't smooth sailing. The publishing house's editor decided to publish the book, but even he had to face the harsh reality that it probably wouldn't make a lot of money. Learning practical skills like typing might be a more realistic option. But after it was published, the outcome completely shocked everyone. Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, released in 1997, blew up immediately. It began with a small print run from a tiny publisher, but word of mouth made it explode in popularity worldwide. The Harry Potter series has sold over 500 million copies globally and has been translated into more than 80 languages. It was also turned into a blockbuster movie series that created a worldwide sensation, captivating readers and audiences with imagination and emotional depth. J.K. Rowling's success didn't just save her own life, it inspired countless readers and rekindled the joy of reading for kids drifting away from books. Even after her success, she didn't stop pursuing her dreams.
Rowling actively participated in various charitable activities through her wealth and success, and her experience of relying on government assistance in the past motivated her to focus on helping marginalized people, especially women and children. Her story shows that desire isn't just simple greed, it's a powerful force that can change lives and move the world. What if she had given up on her desires? If she had been discouraged after 12 rejections, Harry Potter, which captivated the world today, might never have been born. She could have ended up just another failed writer in poverty and despair. But Rowling was different. She chose and said, "What I choose defines me." What she decided was to hold on to that desire even in despair. This desire wasn't just hope, it drove her to take action and gave her the courage to overcome setbacks and failures. Another figure changed the game by making his desires his driving force. He founded Amazon and transformed the world. Jeff Bezos changed consumer culture. He once lived a life that anyone would envy, working at a Wall Street investment firm, earning a high salary, and building a flashy career in a stable job. He could have stayed in that position and lived a successful life everyone would recognize. But inside him, there was a strong desire that a regular life couldn't satisfy. He wanted to tap into the potential of the internet and create a new market. He believed in that potential and could no longer suppress his ambition. In the end, Bezos made a bold decision. He left his stable job and high income to venture into the uncertain world of entrepreneurship. Despite the concerns and opposition from those around him, he followed his passion and started the online bookstore Amazon. At the time, the internet was a new technology, and most people were skeptical, wondering if it would even work. The idea of selling books online seemed unrealistic, especially with the internet's speed and accessibility being so unreliable. Jeff Bezos saw potential where others thought there was none. He believed in his dreams and saw the chance to create a new market, so he put everything on the line to make it happen. Amazon started in a small warehouse, and with just a few team members, he packed books by hand and managed deliveries himself, fighting daily to make a profit. But Bezos never gave up. His ambition wasn't just about making money, he wanted to make it easier for people to buy books. He aimed to revolutionize that process using the internet. After a lot of hard work and constant challenges, Amazon grew from an online bookstore to a company that changed the entire concept of e-commerce. As you know, today's Amazon isn't just a platform for selling books, it's the largest e-commerce site in the world, driving innovation in tech, logistics, and cloud services. Bezos said, "If you want big success, you must have big dreams."
Don't be afraid, go after your desires. J.K. Rowling kept writing despite being broke, and why Jeff Bezos left a stable life to dive into a business. Everyone laughed at all comes from a strong desire to change their lives. They held onto their desires and turned them into action without hesitation or fear, using their desires as a compass for life. As a result, they didn't just change their lives, they sparked huge changes in the world. So, what about you? Are you ashamed of your desires or holding them back? Do you want a better life, but keep those desires buried deep down? Society often paints desire as a negative thing. People say things like, "If your desires are too big, it's risky," or "Don't be too greedy," which weighs down your desires. But desire isn't something to be ashamed of. Without desire, there's no challenge. Without challenge, there's no change. The moment you suppress your desires, your life comes to a standstill. So break free from those chains and be honest about what you want. Face your desires head on. There's no shame in wanting a bigger house, a better neighborhood, a more stable life, or more tremendous success. As I mentioned before, nothing starts without desire. Let me ask you, do you want a better life? A nicer home? Financial stability? Relaxing? Happy times with your loved ones? If so, embrace that desire. Don't just leave it as a vague wish, turn it into specific goals. Desire isn't just about dreaming. If you don't take action, it'll fade away into nothing. Just hoping for success won't get you anywhere. If you want your desires to become a reality, you need to plan them out and take action. Even a small step counts. Write down your goals. Read a book. Look up that skill you've always wanted to learn. or even change just one thing in your life. These can all be great starting points to turn your desires into reality. You have two paths ahead of you. Are you gonna settle for what you have and push your desires aside? Or are you ready to embrace your ambitions and turn them into action right now? Never forget that it's your desires that drive your life. What does success mean? Everyone has a different take on it. Some people see high social status and wealth as the ultimate success, while others find it in peace of mind and inner satisfaction. But if we break it down, we can generally split success into material and spiritual categories. Ultimately, success balances the two pillars of money and happiness. Money represents material wealth. It gives you more choices and a sense of stability in life. Simple pleasures like education, healthcare, and travel are much easier to enjoy when you have money. But money doesn't solve everything. The more you have, the more you worry about keeping it, or you might find yourself chasing after pointless desires and missing out on absolute satisfaction. Money alone doesn't guarantee happiness. On the flip side,
Happiness is all about how you feel inside. It's not about what's happening around you, it comes from within. It's about appreciating the little things in everyday life and finding joy and comfort in your relationships with loved ones. That's why you can be happy even without money. People who find peace in a simple life and joy in small things tend to live a more fulfilling life. Money and happiness are like two different sports: short distance running and high jumping. They have different paths and goals. Each sport may take you in a different direction, but winning a gold medal in either is still a win. Success is similar. You can chase money and happiness, and achieving either is a success. But here's the question: can you simultaneously win a gold medal in both? My answer is yes. Those who excel in both money and happiness strike a balance between the two. They elevate their souls along the way. Balancing mental growth and financial success can be tricky, but it's possible. For some people, personal development is their top priority, and they might put financial success on the back burner to find inner peace or deepen their soul. Conversely, others see financial success as their primary goal and focus on building a solid material foundation first, with personal growth coming later. But success doesn't have to be an either-or situation. You can nurture mental growth and material wealth together for a more balanced success. When it comes to marriage, whether you're a man or a woman, you generally want your partner to be family-oriented. People praise those who cherish time with their family and prioritize them over work. However, just having a family-first mindset isn't always enough to ensure the family's happiness. To truly support a stable and happy family, you must go beyond being home-focused. You need a solid financial foundation. Without economic stability, it's tough for a family to stay happy for long. So, working hard to earn money isn't just about fulfilling material desires, it's crucial for your family's happiness, stability, and future. People can only be as happy as they want, and for family happiness, you need money and time. But life isn't that simple. If you choose to spend time, you might end up short on cash. If you focus on money, you lose time. The key is finding the right balance. How are you doing with that? Are you saying you're dedicated to your family while putting financial stability on the back burner? Or maybe you're trading family time for money without realizing it? The reality is that without money, life is stressful, and true happiness doesn't come from that kind of uncertainty. You need to learn how to earn money while making time for your family and find ways to achieve financial goals while being present with them. Think it's impossible? Well, think again.
You've already defined yourself as a loser. Remember, impossible is just an excuse. It's possible to have both money and happiness at the same time. The real question is whether you're ready to put in the effort. Figure out what you want, and go after that goal. Money, happiness, and stability in life won't come to you unless you go out and earn them. Start taking action right now to create the life you want. Happiness and stability belong to those fighting for them, not those waiting around. If you're going to rise higher, you need big goals. Set clear milestones to reach your ultimate destination, and once you hit one, keep pushing towards the next. When you keep moving forward without stopping, you gain momentum, and that energy helps you reach the next milestone. By accumulating these tiny successes, you get closer and closer to your big goal. But many people set small goals, hit them, and then stop. Slow down. This is enough. I don't like it, but that moment is when growth stops. However, if you settle for small achievements and stop, the more considerable success you could have reached will slip away. Instead of stopping, choose to accelerate, and don't worry about what others say. Their words won't help you achieve your dreams. Your life is yours, so tell yourself I will make it happen. When faced with challenging problems, everyone feels pain. Why? Because most people try to find solutions within their limits. If you only think within your boundaries, the answers won't be clear, and you'll feel frustrated. So what's the solution? At the center of this universe where part of lies a massive force that drives the entire cosmos. This force isn't just physical energy, it's a source of infinite possibilities packed with wisdom and insight. Amazingly, this center of the universe is directly linked to your mind. Yes, you are part of this vastness. You can tap into energy and wisdom whenever you need it. The center of the universe is like the mainframe of a supercomputer, processing tons of information. There's an endless amount of knowledge and wisdom there that you can't even imagine. All you have to do is simple. Instead of wrestling with your problems alone, just input them clearly and specifically into the universe's supercomputer. You can say, I'm struggling with this issue, and then go to bed. At that moment, the computer is crunching the numbers, and the universe will find the answer and send it back to you. When you wake up, you only need to act on that answer. In simpler terms, we often think that when a great idea pops into our heads, it's because we're unique or more intelligent than others. But really, that idea and wisdom were already within you or around you, you just needed to recognize it. Imagine in a town where suddenly a hot spring bubbles up. Most people
might say there's a new hot spring in our town, but the truth is different. Hot water has flowed beneath that land since the beginning. People didn't know it was there. The hot spring was always there, all they did was dig it up to reveal it. Wisdom works the same way. If you suddenly have a great idea, it didn't just pop up out of nowhere. That wisdom has either always been within you or has existed as part of the universe. You've become aware of it, just like digging reveals a hot spring. Ideas and wisdom come to light when you accept them. Trust in your inner potential and the universe's wisdom. It's not about discovering something new, it's about realizing what's already there. If you're struggling to solve a problem, it's probably because you're not looking within and keep focusing outward. If you don't dig, the hot spring won't rise. If you don't take action, the door won't open. The hot spring is already there, and there's a new path at the door. Remember this today, all the answers you're looking for are already inside you. Thank you. So far, if you want to grow more each month through intense insights packed in a book with me, check out other videos.